Welcome everybody to another edition of the C3 Friday Free for All. I am your host, Cody Lashley, coming to you again with the opportunity for you to let your voice be heard on the C3 Panther Podcast, man. That's what we do. The link is in the description box down below. I will pin the comment to the chat with the Streamyard for anybody who wants to join. And I welcome everybody, man. We're going into a game with the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm pumped. How are we believing about this Carolina Panthers team? There's a lot to discuss, man. And you already know we're going to do it with some of the best Panther fans that you've ever heard of. And you already know them and love them, man. First up, I'm going to go with my man. I'm going to go from left to right this time. Just so that way it's fair. No one can say I'm playing favorites. White chocolate. But we're going to start with my man, Alex, A1 Panther. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, fellas? Happy Friday.
Happy to see you, man. Happy to see you. How you feeling about this team real quick?
Super frustrating on Sunday, obviously. Real tough game. Just a few bonehead mistakes last week. But on a positive note, we did score 34 points. I mean, that's a huge plus. Getting in the end zone a little bit more. The last couple of weeks we've been getting into the end zone, so that's a big plus. Obviously, we're going to be playing a Bengals team. Went to the Super Bowl last year, so that it's going to be a tough matchup on the road in Cincy. But we definitely have a shot. I mean, it's any given Sunday to me. When it comes to football, anything can happen.
And man, how are you not believing, dude? I think this team is fighting harder than they ever have. So I'm just excited to see it. I haven't been excited to see the Panthers genuinely in a long time because I didn't feel like they had a chance at winning. Now I do. I was going to save this man for last because they saved the best for last, but he wanted to pop up on in, and I don't blame him. It's the professor himself. He's chilling big time too. Tony Dunn, what's up?
What's up, good? What's up, guys, man?
Another
Friday free for all where we get to, get pumped about our Panthers on Sunday. Actually, man, this is a great time. Like, his best case scenario for us is A, it's house money if we win. B, the team's playing well enough to where it's just entertaining to watch. And if we lose, we still at least just got some football that's not miserable to watch.
Yeah, it's at least there's a pulse. There hasn't been a pulse on the team for a while, but now there is. So I'm loving it. Next up, it's the professor's illegitimate son. You know him and love him. It's White Espresso. What's up, dude?
Not much, man. Just chilling, waiting to talk some Panthers. And that's it.
Heck yeah. Next
hey,
up,
hold on, Cody. I gotta go do some. I gotta do something real fast.
Oh, you gotta do something? Okay. Well, cool. I mean, I don't know. I didn't even see what the
Oh, it's a
picture was.
Clemson. Look, I think it's Clemson on a gravestone. On a tombstone.
Dude, how? I think he just.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is. I think he just wants to pay me $20, but
Cody, I can't talk to you right now.
All right, fine, dude. I'll move on from your dumb picture that you got up, man. Next up, you know him and love him. He hails from the Great White North up there in Maine. He's your favorite hunter. It's my man, Drew. What's up, Drew?
What's going on, fellas? How you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing good, man. Good. How about you, man? How you feeling about these Panthers?
Hey, as Tony said, we playing with house money. If they keep playing like they've been playing, we're gonna have an enjoyable game. If they lose, hey, we got a top 5 pick. Either way, we win.
Hey, man, that's what I'm saying, man. That's what's different about this team right now. It just feels like we have a pulse, man. Like I said, it feels like there's some energy. PJ Walker has certainly brought a lot to the table. Man, like it's just, I don't know, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving the energy right now. Who am I to introduce? Panther Pickle. What's up, man? How you doing, brother? Listen, this man's here for every Friday free for all. How you doing, man? I think you're muted. Oh, I think. Go ahead. On the phone. I think I heard some marching band music or something.
Is that Rocky?
No, you're fine. We'll go back to Pickle when not listening to a marching band or whatever's going on over there. No. Anyway, everybody hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell for every single time the C3 Panther podcast goes live.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, there you go. Sound nice.
Yeah.
How you doing, Pickle?
I'm good. I tried to get something playing on my phone and put it on here, and it didn't work out. So.
Oh, all right. I didn't know what that was. I thought you were.
Steve Wilks asked about.
Yep.
I don't even know what that was. I hear music from everywhere, man.
On Sunday, is this PJ?
Is that you? Who's making the noise? See, now y'all just fucking with me. I'm about to start reading everything.
Rocky Top, you'll always be. How bad is Georgia going to get beat tomorrow? That's the question.
Oh man.
I should have
really
known
going
Tennessee.
in there already.
I think we are. I
You know
think we
who's going
should
to
have
get beat
known.
worse? You know who's going to get beat worse?
Clemson.
You know what's hilarious is I know he doesn't even believe that, but he just likes to play the heel. But I get it though, man. You know, he's a South Carolina fan.
Well,
he had a whole lot to cheer for.
Well, when you're a South Carolina fan, you got to cheer for something.
Right, that's what I'm saying, man. So it's like,
I'm always cheerful as a South Carolina fan. It's only up. So,
but I can't even be too hard on him, you know. But I mean, Spencer Rattler's his quarterback, so whatever, man. It'll be all right. If you like this content, please hit the like and subscribe. And like I said, I'll be posting the link in the chat box, but it's always in the description down below. You don't even gotta wait for my ass to post it. But gentlemen, let's jump into this, man. How are we actually feeling about this Bengals Panthers matchup this Sunday? And why did you feel the way that you do, man? Whoever wants to jump in, just jump in.
I feel pretty good, actually. The Bengals' offensive line is a wreck. We're doing pretty decent-wise as far as injuries. I know some people would disagree, but across the league itself, there's a lot of detailed injuries. We've got a few injuries here and there. It's. I think we'll be all right. I think they've got a lot of injuries in their offensive line and their secondary. So we should be able to come out with a win Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, I think so too. They still don't have Jamar Chase, you know, and that's a big part of their offense. And it looks like they were struggling.
No. I mean, their
Jamar
best.
Chase out there on the
Yeah,
field.
if I'm correct, and I didn't even get a chance to glance, is what I heard on the radio. Right now, their best corner that's going to be playing is Eli Apple.
Oh, that's not. That makes me feel even better. Like Eli Apple is famous for getting burned by better receivers.
Exactly.
We're a little weak on the, in the secondary, I get, but I mean, Miles Hartfield's been playing pretty well. He's going to get the start. But no Justin Burris, no Chin.
Yeah, he's been starting at mostly at safety anyway.
Yeah.
Well, Burris is in concussion protocol, and Chin, is Chin the hamstring or the ankle? But there's so many injuries.
I think it's hamstring.
Hamstring.
Yeah,
but
they talked about him being active next week, maybe.
Yeah, and I kind of think that Thursday matchup with the Falcons kind of looms large in the back of our head too. I know they ruled out Chuba Hubbard. Most people probably don't care too much about that.
Not a bit.
Yeah, it's like they're just trying to get healthy, knowing that they have to play this Sunday, but it's going to be a very fast turnaround at home on Thursday night. And look, the NFC South is at a point where that game means something, man. It means something, and it's going to continue to mean something. While this division is in the tank like it is, the Panthers are not out of it. And Pickle knows this. I've been shouting from the top of my lungs on Twitter that I'm not giving up on these Panthers, man. They didn't give up versus Atlanta, so I'm not giving up on them now. I'm just not about to do it.
Nope.
Everybody else in the NFC South could actually lose this week. Tampa Bay is playing the Rams. The Saints are playing the Chargers.
Yeah.
The Saints are playing. Who are the Saints playing?
They're playing the Ravens. They're playing the Ravens.
Playing the Falcons.
Yeah, it's wide open.
The NFC South could lose.
Well,
it's going to be the same as it was today.
Yeah.
You know, like the exact. It's just everybody's gonna tick a loss off,
Everybody's one game out of first place or tying.
and
I mean,
probably will still. I bet you. I think every team in the NFC South loses this week.
If we win, we're
I
actually
wouldn't doubt
playing the
it.
same position we were last week. We're playing for the number one position.
Yeah.
On Thursday night. On
If
Thursday
we
night.
win Sunday, and we can squeeze out a win, which is possible against Atlanta.
We're tied, right? Tied for
Yeah.
first.
We'd be in first place.
Do the other ones have to lose?
Nah, because Atlanta we'd have the same record as Atlanta, right?
Well, has
Atlanta's
Atlanta
4-4.
already lost the game in the NFC South in division?
But they
We
beat
have to,
us, and to them, I bet you they would have the tiebreaker.
Well, we would split at that point, and we'd had a better division record.
Oh, okay. Is that what it goes down to? Is the next level is division record? Then
Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
so.
there's like a crazy,
Yeah.
like the way I mean, it's not crazy, but like there is a formula for like what's the next layer. The next layer might just be all NFC. I don't know.
I think it goes by your division,
I'll
and
look
then
it up.
after that, it would be the NFC.
Yeah, they lost to the Saints.
We have the internet.
So we would only have one loss in the division. They would have two.
They lost to the Buccaneers too.
Yeah.
Oh, so they
Yeah.
would have three.
But like, you see what I'm saying, man? This division, it's still up for anyone. Like, there's,
But if we beat the Bengals and the Falcons lose to the Chargers this week, we'd be
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're 2-1.
above.
We're 2-1. Atlanta's 1-2 in the division.
And by
So-
the way, like, look, how many games have we been in that even with Baker Mayfield at quarterback and Matt Rule at head coach, they've been close. They have been close
I'm
games.
saying that.
So it's only like, honestly, and I know you are what your record says you are, but I mean,
Sorry.
but you can see the fight in this team and how with just a little bit of a change, this team could have a much better record than it currently does,
Only
and it doesn't really accurately represent the talent that we have on our team and the chances that we actually have going forward.
Yeah.
only Carolina and Tampa have one loss in the division.
Here are
Yeah.
the rules, or the way they figure it out. It's head to head, like you said, overall record. Then it goes like you guys were talking about divisional win loss record. So it's not a tie. It's not head to head next. It's the win loss record in the division. Then the next one is a cool one: the best win loss record in common games. And then it goes to, if you can't decide from there, then it goes best win loss record in conference games. And then if you can't decide from there, you go to season strength of victory, season strength of schedule. Crazy. One other thing, what was it? You guys were just talking about is, I went on Pirate Radio today, and we were talking about the question he asked me this, and I'll ask each one of you guys, and we'll kind of just do it as a quick exercise. How many good teams are there in the NFL?
Ooh.
Not many.
Oh, yeah.
Had
Throw
it
out
in
a
our-
number. Let's just one person
Yeah.
throw out a number, and then let's try to figure it out if it's more or less than that.
6.
That's the exact number I said today on the radio, Drew. So here, best team in the league. Go number one.
Eagles.
I'll say
I'll say Buffalo.
Okay.
I'll say 4. And I'll say Buffalo.
All right. So Buffalo Eagles 1A, 1B, 1-2. Right now 3.
Chiefs.
Right. I agree with that one. 4.
How about San Fran?
Yeah.
Are they pretty good or good?
I think they're
Yeah,
better than Minnesota. I think they're better than Minnesota.
Well, also,
Okay,
by the way,
okay.
remember they went to the NFC Championship game last year, and they snuck into the playoffs. Like, they're used to kind of playing.
I mean, I
down,
would count.
and
I like them.
Minnesota's playing real good though. Minnesota's 6-1.
Yeah, but we think it's a fraud. Like, all right, how about this? Are the Giants a good team? No.
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 Dolphins.
That's who I would say the Dolphins, right? So what do we got? We got Bills. We go Bills, Eagles, or this just to put some respect on the Eagles' undefeated record. We'll go Eagles, Bills,
Yeah.
Chiefs, Dolphins. I think are right now better than San Francisco. You guys pick the next one. What'd you guys say? 49ers.
or Minnesota right
hey,
there.
so hold on. How about Dallas, who's also they only have like 1 or 2 losses, right? Maybe one.
I can't.
Dallas, I'm
No,
not.
I'm not putting them in the top
Dallas,
5.
I can't.
I love how
Well, we
everybody
no,
just
we're
hates
getting to
Dallas so
6. We're saying is 6 too rich of a number or not? And I would say Dallas. What about the Ravens?
Come on.
My friend was not ready to say that the Ravens. He said they gave up too many big leads this
They
year.
just lost their
I'm
number
not
one
ready to
receiver.
say the Ravens yet, man.
But they've lost to good teams too.
They lost their number 1 receiver too.
Hey, real quick,
That
everybody,
doesn't matter.
Real quick.
I
a
mean, the
quick welcome to
Titans are
Algernon.
5-2. The Titans have the same exact schedule.
Do you believe
as
they're
the
good?
Dolphins.
We don't
Titans?
believe
No, I
Minnesota's
believe they're-
good. We don't believe the
yeah.
Titans are good, and we don't believe the Giants are good, and we don't believe the Seahawks are good.
I think the Seahawks might be good.
The Seahawks are good.
Yeah, no, Geno Smith is actually a good quarterback this year. Like, we got to put some respect on that guy's
He's
name.
top 5
Like,
quarterback this year.
yeah, Geno Smith. And then look,
MVP.
I
Could be.
mean, I
I don't
think
think y'all's objective.
Could be.
I don't know that
Jalen
he
Hurts,
is.
man.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
I honestly believe that 6 is too rich of a number. I believe.
I would say
maybe
3 teams. I would say 3 teams: Eagles, Chiefs, Bills, and maybe the Dolphins can slide in because that. But I'm a homer though. I'm from Miami, so
Yeah, I mean,
Vikings
look,
are 6-1 though. I mean,
They're
I
legit,
mean,
dude.
Who's
like
6-1?
you know,
Vikings
think-
have to play a playoff
Oh,
game.
they're not legit. They're
but
frauds.
look,
Miami
hey, how about this
it's
though?
legit.
This is why I think that that Al might not be too far off, because if you look at it, like after you get outside the top 3 or 4 teams, all of those teams have some kind of deficiency. Basically, well, I don't know. Like none of us believes in Daniel Jones, so why would you say the Giants? Like you're not going to pick them in a head-to-head matchup with Philadelphia or with some of these other teams with better quarterbacks. But
you know who the
again,
Hold on.
the
Let's
Vikings
keep
only
rolling with
lost
this.
to?
Who
So
the Dolphins lost to?
Eagles. So
Yeah.
lost that.
And they beat the Bills.
They beat the.
They beat the
Dolphins.
Bills.
and
They
by
beat
the
the
way,
Ravens.
Yeah.
they beat the Ravens, and when Miami lost, they didn't have Tua for both of those times. I don't think. So
I don't think they played the Bills.
Yeah, week 1, right?
yeah,
Or
that's
2?
when
Week 1 or 2?
that's when Ken Dorsey got all
Week
self
2.
and started throwing shit. Remember?
All right, so here I want to keep building on this point. I got a good
Yeah.
point to bring back to Carolina on this. So you said there are teams that have a deficiency, right? I'm not even ready to go to that point just yet. I think just what we're saying is this is the second level of teams. We have 2 things. We have like one group of those teams has a good record, but we don't think are really good teams.
Right.
And then the other group, part of that, like part B of that same group, are teams kind of like San Francisco, Baltimore,
yeah. Tennessee, maybe.
Dallas, where
Vikings
their
are playing
record isn't as dominant. Now, I would actually put Tennessee as in their record's better than they are.
The Vikings are playing the
Category.
Bills 2 weeks from now.
Is it on Monday night?
I
'Cause
would.
if
I
it is,
actually.
It's the 13th.
Kirk Cousins is terrible.
Oh yeah,
on
Kirk
Monday
Cousins.
night.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on.
But-
let me
all right, so
let me just get Nick in on the conversation. Nick, how many good teams are there? And like right now, how many good teams are in the NFL?
Damn. I think a majority of them are on the
AFC.
are in the AFC.
For sure,
No, I'd
AFC
probably-
is a lot.
I'd probably go with the solid 10 to 12 teams are good. As far as like Super Bowl worthy, I'd probably narrow it down to like 4.
Okay,
Maybe.
yeah, that's what I said. All right, so go ahead, Tony. Continue.
The final point to bring this back to Carolina is that we really the reason I was thinking about this is because my friend said I don't think the Giants can win a playoff game is what he said to me.
Yeah, I agree.
So like if we looked at those teams that make the playoffs that you don't believe that could win a playoff game, the Panthers, if they made it, could be better, arguably, than some of those teams. Like maybe, like you would say, hey, the Giants. You could see that. You could see them talent-wise being equally. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't feel out of your league. Seattle.
I said the Eagles is the only team I fear in the NFC.
No.
Yeah.
Niners. I think Niners too.
I agree.
I
Niners.
would match against the Niners now.
But that's
what is kind of a cool, weird thing about this is like, are we looking at our team now with how they're playing under Wilks? Worse than like we're not scared of the Giants. I would be more scared of Dallas than I would be of the Giants.
We only lost
100%. And by the way, but it's also like there was no way that the Panthers were ever going to be able to compete at a passing attack. Like literally, for as long as Baker Mayfield played, the Carolina Panthers could not move the football through the air. So even the teams that we've already lost to, like New York, like San Francisco, they don't scare me as much. Knowing like now we have DJ Moore involved, now Terrace Marshall Jr. is involved. Like it seems so hyperbolic to say this, but it really does feel like an entirely different football team that we're talking about. Like it has an entirely different energy than that Matt Rule, Baker Mayfield led team. It's like night and day difference to me.
And before Matt Rule got fired, we all were talking about Terrace Marshall Jr. as a bust.
Right. Right.
There's so much
and
more.
And now
energy.
I added him back to my fantasy team. And I'm in desperate. I got so many buys this week and stuff, but like Terrace might got. He's got 88 yards last week.
Yeah. There's so much more energy that DJ Moore took off his helmet. That's how much energy there was, man. He had to take off his helmet. There was that much energy. Too much energy. Yeah, those things. Those things are like little things to me when it comes to football. A winning team, those are the little things that we have to like shore up. Like you can't take off your helmet. I know. In the rule book he was off the field, but those are little things. You can't miss field goals. You can't eat those gimmies. You just can't. Like those are things that when it comes to a playoff game, you're gonna have to make those things. You're gonna have to adjust and make those things happen.
And we're not a good enough team to overcome those mistakes. Like that's at the end of the day is like it's already hard enough to win, but we're not really like a dominant. Like if you're the Chiefs and you come and you go down 21 points in the first quarter, you don't give up. Like you're like, oh, we'll get this. I mean, they could be down. They could have 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, be down 21 and get it done. We don't have that luxury. And
the fact that the Panthers, I know it wasn't overtime, but the fact that we almost put up 40 points, like, dude, that was out of the realm of reality for the Carolina Panthers. 3 weeks ago? That's what I'm saying.
Put up 17.
We scored 24 points in 3 minutes.
I know, dude. That's insane. That is absolutely bananas to me. So. By the way, Alex, you brought up DJ Moore. DJ Moore did an interview, and they asked him about it. This was his answer. He's kind of soft-spoken, so I apologize if it's hard to hear.
Regrets? No, not to that extent. Like, should I not have did it? No. Did I do it? Yeah. Not own up to that. Like, it was just in the moment type of deal, so. Can't say if I would do it differently in that moment.
He's been fine. I said, nah, probably not. So basically, what he's just telling them, look,
that's coaching, bro. That's Matt Rule's coaching. That's Matt Rule coaching.
I don't even mind this, man.
No.
Like, didn't we love Steve Smith for the type of man? I'm gonna be who I am. I'm gonna be who I want, and I'm gonna make the play. Like. DJ has been so soft-spoken. I almost like this from him.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I mean, I can't tell you that I probably would have took off my helmet after catching that ball. Honestly, right? That was huge. He thought it was a walk-off home run.
Well, I still don't think he did anything wrong.
Well, he doesn't look. Is that it didn't help us win the game, and so the penalty mattered. But at the end of the day, like is not. I think he answered it appropriately.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and that is it's a penalty, but like I'm not a robot, so
Yeah, that's on the NFL, Tony. The NFL wants the players to be drones, bro. People aren't drones, bro. They don't want nobody besides the league brand, you know. They just want the NFL to be the main thing. They don't want nobody stepping outside the box, nobody to show their face, you know. It's like you said, no fun league, bro.
yeah. When was the last time the Panthers scored over 30 points?
So the last time they did it was
I'm looking at it right now. I found it.
Yeah, week 10 last year against the Arizona
with Cam.
Actually Cam and PJ.
Yeah.
Yep. And then
isn't that the Kowinki dink, huh? Nick?
And then let's see here. Week 1 in 2020, we did it with Bridgewater, but we still lost to Las Vegas.
Looks like week 4 in 2021 against the Cardinals, we scored 31. I wonder how about this is when was the last time we scored more points than 37?
2015.
Yeah,
I can't be.
No, probably in
here it is. Found it. Oh God, I found it.
16.
This is crazy.
Week 3, 2019.
Look at the team.
What, the Chiefs? Was it the Chiefs game? Chiefs Panthers?
No,
that was a high scoring.
It was the Cardinals. So the Cardinals are involved in every one of these stories that we have, other than this Atlanta Falcons overtime game.
How about even the NFC Championship game being Arizona, man? That's when
good point.
When Cam came back. And by the way, Robbie Anderson being the type of distraction that we thought him to be, then we trade him to the Cardinals. And by the way, the Cardinal is the North Carolina state bird, by the way.
Yeah.
My first Panther game was the 2008 playoff game against the Cardinals.
Was that the Delhomme debacle?
Yes.
Oh God, that must have hurt.
So in 2018, when Cam got injured, that was what, week 8, week 9, something like that.
We were 5-2.
So that was week 7.
That's when he got hurt.
Basically, by week 9 of that year, we already had 5 games where we scored more than 30 points.
That's Alex's first date.
Nice.
Isn't it? Wasn't it like that?
What, 20?
The Cam shoulder game?
Yeah, Steeler game. That one was his second date.
And, so you watched that game with your fiance?
Yeah, I think we turned it off. I think we watched something else after.
How dare you watch something else?
Dude, you want to know what hurts, man? My first time seeing Cam play in person was up here in New England in that preseason game where he got his Liz Frank injury.
Oh no, man! That's rough. That's rough.
My first time seeing Cam actually play in person was when they beat Tampa Bay like 45-20 in Carolina.
I was rooting for you, Nick. I wish you would have said the first time I saw Cam was 2017 when he dropped 5 touchdowns on New England.
I wish.
On the road. Remember that? That was like his last great game.
Oh, yeah. It was 33-31 or something like that. They hit a game-winning field goal at the end.
My first Cam
Wow,
game
you're
is,
right, Tony. That really was his last like shebang. You know?
Except for one game in New England when he like maybe week 1 of 20.
Oh yeah. When he played the Seahawks with New England.
Yeah, and he had he had a big game, and then they were like, "Oh crap, Cam's about to get it," and then he got COVID.
That was
it. Oh, hey, by the way, if you're wondering, why is Warzone on the screen? Well, that's because Codizzle Allen's a gamer extraordinaire. CK, can you even hear me, bro?
What's up, boys?
What up, boys?
I just got the new Modern Warfare.
Yeah, this is what this is. I'm playing some Invasion. I figured, I'd come in here and say,
CK, say something. Wait. CK, hold on. CK, say something really smart about the Panthers before you get shot. Go.
The Panthers are currently only winning 2 games so far this year.
All right, I guess that counts.
That was a fact. Also,
it
is
wasn't
that
defense.
invasion? Is that like a large scale?
Oh, he just got shot. He did.
He didn't even get to say one smart thing. He just said a fact.
Hey, that was smart. It was true.
It was a truth. It was a truth.
It was indeed true. But no, Tony, I love the thought experiment that you did though, because when you start to put them against the best teams in the NFC, like okay, Philly, we probably would all say Philly might.
Oh yeah,
probably
they would take our lunch from us.
Okay,
Yeah,
what other team in the NFC are you saying? Oh man, they
Dallas.
probably just run all over.
Dallas.
Why? Tell me, I'm not disagreeing.
Dallas
I'm
and
saying
San
why.
Fran. San Fran too.
Yeah.
And San Francisco, yes, yeah. All right, so because their defensive fronts are so like problematic, and then they have the ability to score too. So it's not like Minnesota, where Minnesota is just like if Justin Jefferson's just got to go, is going to go off, right? But you're not like scared of their defense.
You're not 6-1 because your defense is trash, though.
They're not good.
And by the way, don't the Giants have a really underrated defense as well? Like I feel like they're doing some stuff on defense. That
yeah, but it's not scary.
You said the Cowboys' defensive front. Have you seen our offensive line lately?
I know it's good. But man, those defenses, when you get to the like, that's how Panthers won in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then they got Dak. They got 2 running backs. Well, I don't think Zeke is hurt right now, but Tony Pollard's good. They got a very good receiver in CD Lamb. I would say they are.
Okay,
they're more talented than us, arguably.
Dallas always finds a way to choke in the playoffs, especially with Mike McCarthy.
That's my team. You asked for a team. That's my team.
Go ahead.
Who's better, CD Lamb or DJ Moore? This is what me and my buddy been going over. I say DJ Moore all day. Who's better, CD Lamb or DJ Moore?
Hey, by the way, I think DJ Moore, and I'll fight people on this. I don't give a damn. Y'all know me. I take it to the grave. I think that DJ Moore is a talent comparable with Jamar Chase. The only reason you might not think so is because he doesn't have a Joe Burrow. And what? And what? And you see what PJ did with it, man. I think
by the
DJ
way,
is
Cody and Tony. By the way, Cody and Tony, then we've given up 88 points in 2 games to the Niners. So
I agree. I think the Niners are the other team. Again, very similar to Dallas to me, but arguably better. Is that I'm scared of the defensive front, right? Like those dudes, if Bosa's healthy and they got they're good when they're nicked up. And then you look at the offensive side of the ball, and now they got a lot of weapons. They probably are a more rounded team than even Dallas is. I'm just saying, Dallas has got a quarterback. Dallas has got a receiver. Dallas has got a running back. They've got a defensive front. They've got a good corner that creates turnovers. They're more talented than overall than the Giants are.
They got Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
Their defensive backfield, the Cowboys, their defensive backfield scares me more than their defensive front. Because
they got a good defense.
Crazy.
They got a good defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But Dallas is a well-rounded football team. You know, like I do think they would be a tough out. But you know, there's none of these teams tell me that we're gonna get blown out of the water. I'm sorry, I don't see it. Even the
I think this is like if we made the playoffs, you want to run into Minnesota, you want to run into the Giants, you want to run into the Seahawks, and I don't know if that's how it would happen. I mean, arguably, but if you win the division, you don't have to play.
You get a home game.
Yeah, you get a home game where like we did against. Do you remember the last time we did this? We actually won the playoff game. The last time we backed
Arizona.
Again with Arizona. But they and I don't want to play San Francisco. You know, like those. I mean, there's certain teams that I'm like, oh gosh, let's just this is gonna be one and done probably.
Well, it's 7 teams, right? It's 7 teams that make it.
I'll look it up.
I think it's 7. So I mean 4 and then 3 3. Like
only
wild
one
cards,
gets
right?
a bye now. The number 1 seed, I think, is the only one that gets a bye.
Well, we'd be the 4 if we made it. We'd be the
Right.
4, and then we probably would have to play the 5, who would either be a team like you said, the Giants, maybe a Niners or a Rams or Seattle, one of those.
Yeah.
So it'd be one of those teams, and maybe possibly, I don't know, another team like
Packers.
maybe a Packers.
I don't think they're gonna make it
I
this
don't
year.
think so
Nah,
either.
they're not. I think they're trash.
So then
I'll
probably-
play them right now.
Probably Cowboys, because Cowboys, Giants, Eagles. That's a deep
Yeah.
division. So it'd be those
The
3.
Cowboys.
Here, let's look
Yeah,
at this.
they might put three teams into
Yeah,
the
so
playoffs.
you got this. You got the Eagles are going to win the division. They're going to be the number 1. Say they were the number 1 seed. They get a bye. Minnesota's going to win their division. So then you get, say we won somehow. We're 2 games back, though, man.
Yeah.
But again,
Atlanta's
how
got
many-
4
how many
wins.
games left?
Atlanta's got 4 wins. We're at the bottom of our. We're the last
Yeah,
place
but-
in our
okay,
division.
okay, look.
Here we go. All right. So say we won. Say we won our division. That's the only way we're getting in. We're not getting a wild card.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And then
possible.
I say San Francisco finds a way to win the NFC West.
Probably.
All right.
Okay.
So then that would make the wild card teams. How many wild cards are there?
I
There's
think there's
3 now.
3.
Yeah.
So you would say it's Dallas.
Giants in Seattle, right? Or the
Seattle.
Rams, or one of those.
Gosh,
Yeah,
imagine the
yeah.
NFC East sending 3 teams to the playoffs. That's crazy.
They have a really good division right now. I don't see why they wouldn't.
Seahawks or Rams, like you or Seahawks.
And 49ers.
Only reason.
yeah, 49. Oh no, I'm saying they win the division.
Only
So
reason I
who-
would.
Would we play again one more time? We play Dallas or the Giants or
I'm be honest
The
with you, 49ers
Niners.
might not make the playoffs.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Only reason I feel the fear of the
They're 4-4.
49ers playing them is because of coaching. Like their team is not that good, but they got injuries. They have no DBs. Their DBs are
Yeah,
trash.
but like at what
Like-
point?
Which I just think Seattle's going to win that division.
But
Man,
at what
that's
point
crazy.
did you not give them the benefit of the doubt when they've been to the NFC Championship game and the Super Bowl so recently? Last season, they were not a good team all year. It's
Yeah,
and they
coaching,
added
that's what I'm saying,
Christian
coaching.
McCaffrey.
Cody,
But
that's what I'm saying.
Seattle, I
Coaching,
think
Cody.
Seattle's better.
But
No,
even the
no.
offense, look, even the offense. Look, they got Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk. Now you
Where
add
do
Christian
they-
McCaffrey. Like they have a good offense, man, and they have a good defense too. Like that's what I'm saying. They're another team where they've had some weird losses, but that's a good football team, man. And they get
Who
better
would you
as
rather
they-
play in the playoffs? The Seahawks or the 49ers? I think the answer is easy.
Yeah,
Seahawks.
The Seahawks.
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 Yeah,
That's what I'm
I think
saying.
that settles it though. You know what I'm
All right,
saying
let's
about
do this. Who would you rather play, San Fran or Dallas?
Dallas.
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 God.
San
Yeah.
Francisco. No,
Uh,
no, I don't want to play. I don't want to play C-Mac. He'll get that
Dallas.
revenge kick going on.
Dallas, Dallas.
Yeah, they're revenge, man. Hey,
Yeah,
They're a
quick,
lot
let me get
better
back-
now than when we played them.
They dropped
Garoppolo's
50
going
on
to be.
us.
Hey, Michael, you there? Michael, what's up, bro?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Doing good, man. Happy to have you. Yeah, we're just talking about what teams would rather play in the playoffs if the Panthers made it. So, I mean, I don't know. I think the San Francisco 49ers, again, maybe I'm too high on them. I don't know. But I think San Francisco has just as many ways to beat the Panthers as, said, Dallas would. You know, but again, I don't know. You know, like part of what's going to be interesting is that we still play Seattle, and we don't know what's happened there. We play them on the road, right? Do any of you have a schedule up in front of you? I believe we play Seattle on the road, so that's going to be a real good test.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Yeah. We play them on the road, so
Yeah, also, we
December
were a
11th.
different team when we played San Francisco too. We were a completely different team now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's a different thing.
The 49ers destroyed the Seahawks in their first meeting.
Yeah, but it's
wow.
You know,
The
it's a
Seahawks.
different
I think
time.
the Seahawks beat the Broncos. They've beaten like the Lions. They've beaten some teams that are like not that great.
Not great. Yeah. No, that's
Not
a good
great.
point.
So they haven't really.
The Cardinals, the Giants.
Yeah.
The Cardinals, the Giants, which I know I hope no Giants fans are listening, because like if I'm a Giants fan, every time people are like saying this about like when it makes me feel like people used to talk about us.
Yeah,
like where I'm
thinking about the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm shitting on the Seahawks and they got a good record. I'm shitting on the Giants and they got a good record. I'm shitting on and we're sitting here last in our division going, but we can win our division. It's so ridiculous.
They whooped their ass last year and they beat us this year. So.
Yeah, exactly. Who's the most disappointing team so far in the NFC?
In the NFC?
How about let's start with NFC?
Packers.
No, I mean, they were
Lions are horrible.
That.
Lions are horrible.
Well, I always think the Lions are going to be horrible. They're not going to be. It's kind of a regular for me.
Well, it's because they're not playing complementary football.
Good answer.
They're not playing complementary football.
Yeah, but you can't be disappointing if you're the Lions. Like, I mean, it's like impossible to disappoint. You've already disappointed.
For 30 years.
Like we can't pull over anymore. We're already pulled over.
Yeah, I remember on the podcast, Tony, you gave me so much shit for making fun of Dan Campbell after he was crying at the podium. Everyone's like, "Oh, he's a good coach. Everybody plays for him real good." Dude, that guy should be fired.
No.
You might love him, but dude, he has like the worst record in the past 2 years of like almost any coach. Like they don't win football games.
They can't win. Guess who else can't win? Your Jaguars. But here, before we go on, I think the answers though are for the NFC is clearly Green Bay and Tampa.
I say Tampa or the Rams.
I say the Rams.
And the Rams.
Super Bowl team. Green Bay, I think, was expected. I mean, they lost Devontae Adams. I mean, I didn't expect them to like. I mean, I know they have Aaron Rodgers, but still, they didn't have any.
How about this? Do you think that this was a tough game to pick on the schedule today on the pick'em? That the Packers at Lions. Who you picking?
Packers at Lions.
Packers.
Yeah.
I
picked the Packers today too, but I could see the Lions winning this game, and the reason, but that's crazy, isn't it? Like to even think, Aaron Rodgers has only lost 5 times to the Lions, or six times to the Lions in his career, I think.
The Lions just traded away their best target receiver too. Their tight end.
Yeah, to their division. I was shocked when I heard that. That was fucking
because
crazy.
they know they're not going to win.
Hmm?
All right, and then on the other side, the AFC, the most disappointing teams are clearly Denver.
Raiders.
Paul Mancini in the chat, he has a good one. It's just the Colts and the Raiders. Everybody thought that the
Colts are in there too.
Yeah, everybody thought that the Colts were going to be a
Denver,
much better
Raiders,
team because of Matt Ryan.
Nobody thought the Colts were going to be good.
Yeah, even Pat McAfee was saying that too. Pat McAfee was all in on the Colts every single fucking season.
Yeah,
Colts player. He played for the Colts, of course.
But I thought that Matt Ryan wasn't going to be as bad as he turned out to be there.
I think their line's a little hurt though, isn't it? I think the Colts
it's like destroyed. They don't like none of the things that we used to think were good about the Colts are actually good about them anymore. Like they don't have that offensive line that was good, and their defense just isn't that good.
Look at how much money they've been paying for quarterbacks. Like between
Phillip
Carson, Rivers, then Carson Wentz, then who they got now? Fucking Matt Ryan.
They got Matt Ryan, and now Jonathan Taylor can't even stay healthy.
And I
mean, you know why they're not starting Matt Ryan, right?
He's always
they're tanking.
Same reason.
No, there's a clause in his contract that if he starts more than 6 games or something, he gets $20 more million or something.
Oh, that
he's still gonna get 40. Like they still owe him 40, but it would be like they save like 15. I mean, it's an insane amount of like. If you're Matt Ryan, you're probably pissed as shit.
What
You
about
know,
those
like,
Chargers?
Well, it's also when you have a guy who comes in to your team and he wants to bring in this mentality, like he's coming in here and he's expecting this high level play from everybody, and that's what they were talking about in the preseason, is that he had such high expectations and they liked it. They were like, he came in there like a Navy SEAL and made them a better team and all this stuff. When you have a guy like that, you better play well. Like if you don't play well, you are out of luck, dude. You are not going to win a locker room being that type of person and not coming in here and being that's basically like Tom Brady complaining about everybody else on his team while he's shitting the bed.
Right. Yeah.
So they got Wentz, Rivers, and they had Matt Ryan, and we had Teddy Bridgewater, Darnold, and Baker.
And the Baker,
like they got you got to think their quarterback situation sucks more than ours just because they paid for it so much more for it.
Honestly, I was pretty pissed off about last week's game, in my opinion, because that ref should have never fucking called that penalty on DJ Moore. Because, sure, he took off his helmet, but was it in play or out of play? It was fucking out of play, and I was so pissed off. We could have won that fucking game against the Falcons. That was bullshit.
It was, man. That was
That's
the
how
only
I think
time
we all feel.
But even if he had
I hope we fucking whooped the
Darryl had
Falcons'
made that
ass.
kick.
I got the kicker for you guys, by the way. I got a kicker for us.
Oh man!
Oh my god!
Nah, I know. All right, you go ahead and carry the conversation. Let me find the tweet real quick.
No, Drew, say what you were gonna say though, man. Like, who else lost?
I mean, it's not like to say, they shouldn't have thrown a flag on DJ, but would Darryl have made the kick, which I don't know if he would have.
He would have easily made the kick. He would have easily made the kick.
But he missed the kick in overtime, and it was closer than an extra point.
Yeah.
But I bet you if we would have won that game without that fucking penalty, we would have had it. We would have had it.
He missed a 33-yard. Extra point is 35 yards. So
I think that's a good point. There's no guarantee that he was going to make it because he'd been missing. He was out there taking pictures of himself instead of warming up.
Oh God!
Stop it.
That's true.
He was. I guess
and I'm not disagreeing.
Hey, but question on quarterbacks, guys.
Yeah, I want to hear Drew's question. Go ahead, Drew.
Sam Darnold's coming off of IR next week. Are we really going to carry 3 quarterbacks?
No.
I don't think so. No.
Well,
somebody's getting cut. I don't think it's going to be PJ.
With both of them having been injured, it might be them. They might, because
I think they'll cut Sam Darnold because Steve Wilks has already said Sam hasn't taken a regular season snap since last year.
I know, but I think also, I think, and you might be right, but I mean, at the same time, I think if you're going to have a guy come in there, who do you want to? Who's going to be better mimicking PJ Walker? Is it going to be Sam Darnold or is it going to be Baker Mayfield? I tell you what, Sam Darnold looks a lot more mobile than Sam Darnold or than Baker Mayfield did.
So
that's true.
Baker Mayfield because they owe him less money.
I think they just keep them both.
No, you're going to pay them both the same. I mean, it doesn't change how much you owe each one of them. I mean, whether you let go of one or keep the other.
I mean, they owe Baker a lot less than they owe Sam. They owe Sam 18, and they owe Baker 5.
Well, I mean, they might
cut. Did they gain anything from cutting them?
How about this, Jacob Eason? They could put Jacob Eason back on the practice squad.
But do you really?
He's already on the practice squad. I think they will carry 3, and I'll tell you why. They may actually release Jacob Eason from the practice squad, but here's why: is because Baker, Drew, correct me, did not Will make that comment about Sam when he was asked if Sam would take reps over Baker as his second string?
Well, they said when Sam come off IR, would you keep 3 quarterbacks?
Yeah, you're going to keep 3. I think you're going to keep 3.
I think they'll keep 3 just because
injuries could happen.
Yeah, someone gets hurt.
If they keep 3, somebody's going to be inactive because you're not going to have all 3 active.
Well, no, but let's also remember, Steve Wilks has never guaranteed PJ Walker to stay the starter.
He's not going to guarantee him, but as long as PJ is playing the way PJ is playing, PJ ain't going nowhere.
Who is it?
You're not gonna take your wagon off of PJ to go to Baker Mayfield or Sam Darnold. It's just not gonna happen.
If PJ fails, I'm not saying he will, but let's remember, it generally takes a team 4 games. It takes a defense 4 games to figure out a different quarterback.
Yo, Tony, he kind of looks like me a little bit.
Bro just hit a 65-yarder. Look at this. All right, you guys go ahead. Then I'll tell you this. And you guys, he's a real kicker, and he's available.
I need to see this guy.
Let's remember,
see this guy flying at him.
Matt Moore and Kyle Allen look good for a short time too, and we got the permanent gig. Then after the first 4 games, they didn't look so good.
But that's true. But we're not looking at PJ Walker as a long-term solution either. We're just trying to get through the season.
Right, exactly. Right. But Wilks wants to win. So if let's just say, for example, well, I don't want to use this game because I don't think it's going to happen.
I mean, we've already seen what we need to see out of Baker Mayfield.
But no, I do agree. I've said it before.
Which he needs to be fucking gone.
If it was all up to me, I'd kind of both would be done with it. But
I just stick with PJ at this point. PJ and look what he's done with Terrace Marshall.
I just
knowing that you're already on the knowing that you're on the book for these guys already, and they're not even going to be here next year. It's like the fact that you don't know what could happen. You might as well just keep them both, man. Right. Like I really don't think that it's even doing you anything. Like, what other are you gonna add? Like, what position group? Like, what position group are we so painfully thin at that the Panthers need to consider cutting either Sam or Baker?
You have to remember, Jeremy Chinn's coming off IR probably next week, so Sam and Jeremy Chinn are coming back.
Yeah, that's what.
No, I heard Jeremy Chinn's not coming back because of concussion. He's still on that concussion.
Jeremy Chinn had a concussion. It was his hamstring.
Yeah, that was Burris.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it was Justin Burris is still.
Okay, yeah, that's who I was thinking of.
Wait, hold on, real quick, Tony. Who is this dude, man? Are you muted?
Yes, I am muted. This is Jake Verity. All right, Jake. Hold on.
I've heard that name before.
He was one of these great kickers that Baltimore. They always have like a kicker behind Justin Tucker who is very good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he got cut earlier this year.
Yeah, and that people they want to trade. He went to the greatest school of NFL producing players in the world. Oh no, East Carolina, dude.
Tony must be sipping. He might have some moonshine or something.
I was practicing.
He is. He's just he was great at ECU, and he's good, dude. He's good.
I mean, it looks good with nobody standing there. He's just kicking by himself.
I mean, what else what is here? We'll look up his college stats because he hasn't kicked in the pros, just in the preseason. Did he
kick in preseason?
Yeah, which I don't know why he's not listed though in Pro Football.
I don't want to give up on Pinheiro just yet. I know he had a really bad game last week, but I mean he's been pretty good. The rest
Pinheiro, as long as there's no pressure on him, when the game is on the line, he chokes.
Pinheiro has been in the situation before in other teams, and he's the same way. If nothing's on the line, just a regular kick, he's great. Put a little bit of pressure on him, and he chokes. That's what Drew said.
Shankopotamus, huh? He's a Shankopotamus.
So. You say he played for the Ravens in preseason?
Yeah, he was a kicker for the Ravens in the preseason. I remember him.
I'm gonna watch him on NFL Network on NFL.
His senior season in 2021, he was 14 of 21 but he was 24 of 29 in 2019. Extra points, 100% on extra points.
Roberto Aguirre missed one field goal kick in his whole college career.
Yeah, dude, and he was drafted like what in the second round or something
Let's
like
see if
that.
I can pull up the.
Oh man, that's crazy. But in a little bit, we can talk these college quarterbacks. Kevin found this great list of all the quarterbacks that were taken in the past. What was it? 20 years?
20 years.
Yeah. In the past 20 years, of quarterbacks that have been taken, and dude, it's actually kind of hilarious reading some of the names because some of them you have forgotten completely about. And it really is kind of a crapshoot. Like going back from 2004, like, you know, you hear Manning, Rivers, Roethlisberger, and then it's just a bunch of whatever. Yeah. Then it's just a bunch of I guess Matt Schaub played all right.
Yeah, he had a nice career. Matt Schaub had a nice career.
He still might be playing shit.
Yeah, you're right. He still might be.
So what was the list? What's the list again? Sorry, I was
these
looking
are quarterbacks taken every year in every draft since 2002. So, like, oh, dude, look at 2007. DeMarcus Russell, Brady Quinn, Kevin Cobb, John Beck.
That group.
I know. I was just gonna ask who was the best one out of that group.
Trent
And, I
Edwards.
mean, it's either Brady Quinn or Kevin Cobb.
No, not even Trent Edwards. That's it, Trent
Didn't
Edwards.
Drew Stanton play for us?
He
No?
was signed, but that was like towards the end of his career.
Okay. 2006.
Jordan
Smith was
Palmer.
good for like a year
Yeah.
or two.
Jordan Palmer is the quarterback coach guy that everybody, all the top prospects, used to train him.
How about that
2000
Matt Lanier class?
Oh.
Yeah, right. Matt Leinart, Jay Cutler, Vince
Best one
Young.
on that list is Jay Cutler.
Definitely.
Charlie
Which is-
Whitehurst.
Which, by the way, pretty sad, right? That
Wait, that's not
list.
Charlie.
Jay
I'm
Cutler.
thinking Charlie Batch. That okay.
Charlie
That's what.
Whitehurst.
Yeah, PJ. I think PJ played himself into being the next Charlie Batch. He's like forever going to be in the NFL now after that throw.
Who's the guy they call? Who's the guy they call 8 and 8 day? The coach from the Titans. 8 and 8 day.
Oh,
Jeff
what
Fox?
was his name?
No,
Was
Mike
it Jeff
Fisher.
Mike,
Yeah, Jeff
Jeff Fisher.
Oh,
Jeff Fisher.
Jeff
Jeff
Fisher.
Fisher, yeah.
Yeah, he fucked over Vince Young, dude.
why
And
Jeff
Vince
Fox?
Young is just
No,
dumb,
no.
dude.
No,
Like he's literally dumb.
yeah, Vince Young had mental problems.
I mean,
As in just
Don't
being
suffer.
stupid.
Yeah, he messes.
Demarcus
Yeah,
Russell's
yeah, but-
dumb, dude.
Yeah, Jamarcus Russell's dumb too.
Demarcus Russell's dumb, dude.
I think he was pretty good for a couple of years.
No.
Oh wow,
My
we get
dad's
rid
a
of it.
Raiders fan, by the way. My dad's a Raiders fan, and he fucking hated Jamarcus Russell as soon as they drafted him. He was like, "This is gonna be the biggest bust," and guess what? He was fucking right.
No.
Bro,
Well, that
gosh,
that
look at
was
this
Al
one.
Davis.
I work with a dude
Yeah.
2010.
on the ship. I work with a dude on the
Clausen,
ship.
right there's a Panthers Hall of Shame. Jimmy Clausen.
Look at that quarterback.
Yeah, I agree.
How about this? Is how many of these people, quarterbacks on this list, played for the Panthers? Somebody in the chat said, "Why were we talking about this earlier? We were talking about other teams. Like basically, we're trying. This is a show of 7 degrees of separation for the Carolina Panthers right now. Is we talked about the Cardinals thing. How many on this list played for the Carolina Panthers?
Just this one right here?
Just that
Awesome.
2010.
Man, you
Oh,
can look
two.
at
Joe Webb. Joe Webb.
One more.
Tony Pike.
Yeah,
I
Tony
didn't
Pike.
think
Tony
so.
Pike, yeah.
What is he doing?
Look, we drafted him actually. Holy crap!
Oh,
We
yeah.
drafted 2 quarterbacks that.
Sure did.
And then I think the Skelton dude is the guy we beat in the playoffs that 2014 season for the Cardinals. Was he the
Yeah,
guy
that's
that
him.
was starting? Who was the
Joe
guy?
Webb.
It was
That's
him.
him. That's who we beat. That's definitely.
Yeah.
Joe Webb's on that list.
Yeah, Joe Webb, Tony Pike, Jimmy Clausen. I wonder if you could find somebody else who had strangely been on our.
It wasn't that bad, Pickle. I mean, I know we took Clausen, but there wasn't much after that, honestly. There wasn't
Well,
much
Clausen-
Yeah, I mean, there was.
Clausen, Yeah. There's a long history. I
Colt
didn't
McCoy.
really know a lot of this until
Sam Bradford had a good career.
right at the start of the pandemic. The Panthers would take old, I guess I'd say legends, old, and then all get together on YouTube. It's still on YouTube somewhere, and then all sit around like this and have chats about previous years.
Yeah,
I found it a lot then. I found out that because somebody asked, John Fox popped in. Somebody asked him if he ever scouted Jimmy Clausen. He said, truthfully, no.
Yeah.
I never knew who he was until the draft, and everybody was hyping him up. So we decided if it sounds good, we might as well take him.
So
I
damn,
just-
Mike Kuiper, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He's the reason we got Jimmy Clausen. Remember, we heard him over and over saying he's the most
Didn't they have the
pro-ready
same
quarterback
agent?
right now.
Yeah.
This is an interesting one. Look at 2014.
It's actually a
first
good
quarterback-
draft.
Well, okay, it's a weird one. Because, you got Blake Bortles and Johnny Manziel and Teddy Bridgewater in the first round. The first two are big time bust, right?
Wait for
I guess
Carolina.
Blake Bortles, he went
No,
to the
I would say Bortles, had a run. I mean, like that. If anybody, Bortles got the most time out of. Do you think Bortles would get that much time in today's NFL?
No,
No.
not at all. But look, how about this?
But Derek Carr and Jimmy Garoppolo have had long-term success.
I seen Tom Savage's first start in Houston when they pulled him out at halftime for Watson.
Do you
Against
see
the
Logan
Jaguars.
Thomas? Logan Thomas is still in the NFL.
Yeah, he's a tight end.
He's a tight end now. Yeah.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
He's a tight end
I
for
knew I
Washington.
recognized that.
Oh, yeah, he played for Washington.
So
Yeah,
what
yeah,
is the
he was
best
actually not a bad tight
quarterback
end. He
draft?
came
All right, I feel like we skipped a couple of years, but I'm trying to
Yeah, we
figure out
did.
what's the best.
So far, like honestly,
1984.
I wouldn't even go that. I would say, I know it's hard to say it because they haven't had an illustrious career yet, but you've got to look at the Josh Allen, Mahomes,
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson. I mean,
Well, I think
It's better
Josh
than
Allen-
any of these so far.
Different, right?
Yeah, that
or wait,
2012,
Josh
that 2012 is
Allen
pretty
and
deep.
Lamar. Patrick wasn't in that one. My bad. But
Oh yeah, look at this. Is
I mean,
2012.
2012, you got a pretty good quarterback.
That one's good. Tannehill.
Tannehill,
Now, wait a
Wilson,
minute.
Foles,
Hold on.
Kirk
Foles.
Cousins.
Go back to 2011 because look at all the different quarterback names that you can still kind
I
of.
can't see him. Put the
place who and
here.
where
Let me
they
pull this
were.
comment down.
Yeah,
real
no,
quick
I
here.
got it. So, Jake's 2011 was Cam Newton, obviously number one. Jake Locker to the Titans. Blaine
Trash.
Gabbert to the Jaguars.
Andy Dalton.
Christian Ponder. Then the next two names, they stuck around a while. Andy Dalton and
He's
Colin
playing right
Kaepernick.
now. He's playing right now.
Yeah, Colin Kaepernick. Ryan Mallett played for a long time.
I think TJ Yates might even be in the league
Yeah.
somewhere.
I think
Look
so.
at Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor at the bottom
Yeah.
there. Yeah, that's kind of I mean,
There,
other than
go
Cam
Newton, go
Newton.
down a little. There's another name down there. I can't see.
2012 is better.
Yeah, 2012 is better.
Yeah, 2000. Andrew Luck, Robert Griffin, Ryan Tannehill,
Foles.
Brandon Reed,
Wilson.
Osweiler,
Nick
Nick
Foles.
Wilson.
Yeah, no.
I
Yeah,
tell you what,
Robert
is
Griffin-
2013 is
Yeah.
crappy.
Gino is saving it.
Yeah.
Gino saving it right now.
That's what I all
I
Yeah,
know.
put some
Gino
respect
is
on
the
Geno
only
Smith,
one.
man.
I bet you. Oh, who is there anybody actually in the league still?
Matt Barkley.
Landry
Barkley
Jones,
is still
maybe?
playing. Matt Barkley is a backup in Buffalo.
Is he on that one?
Yeah. He's
Manuel
he's
Smith.
underneath Gino and Mike Glennon.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, right.
God, that one
Damn,
sucks.
Coach.
2014 for a second with Taj
Cody, what happened to Taj Boyd, Cody?
You know why he was drafted?
Who?
Because Rex Ryan was good friends with him because his son played with Clemson. He
You know
said,
what?
Boyd.
You take Tajai Boyd in
Oh, yeah,
today's
Taj.
NFL. Would he make it?
What now?
It takes Tajai Boyd in today's NFL. You know, Tajai Boyd was on the Panthers practice squad for a short time.
He was awful.
He was still on practice squad. For
Hey, who we talking? Boyd?
Tajai
Yeah,
Boyd.
it's before Cody was
Yeah,
born. No,
yeah. He was on the Panthers practice squad once.
Back, you remember those days Clemson was awesome in football? Like, and Matt, how about this? Is Cody came in at the best time to be a Clemson fan. They weren't good for a long time, right? Am I wrong? Am I misremembering that? But they weren't good.
They were bad for a long time.
They were very average.
Yeah, okay.
My first year being a hardcore
South Carolina used to
Clemson
whoop their
fan,
ass every year.
My first year being a hardcore Clemson fan was 2012. And at the very end of that year, we upset LSU in the bowl game by a last-second field goal. So, yeah, I remember Taj Boyd. I remember all them years, man. Clemson wasn't always good for as long as I've been a fan. So,
Put up 2015. Put up 2015.
Yep. Hold up. Comment. So, all right, 2015. Jameis Winston, Marcus Mariota, Garrett Grayson, Sean Mannion, Bryce Petty, Brett Hundley, and Trevor Siemian. Ugh.
Ew.
Yeah, there's no top tier talent in that close at all. Well, I mean, Mariota and Winston are playing, but
Mariota
Jameis is good.
I don't know, man.
Wow. Christian Hackenberg. He was a bust, wasn't he?
Yep.
He was a.
Even that Paxton Lynch.
I'm gonna find the name. I'll ask you.
Connor Cook wasn't a good quarterback either for the Raiders.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to ask you. Who was the biggest bust, Paxton Lynch or Christian Hackenberg?
Paxton Lynch. He was
Paxton
the first.
Lynch.
Yeah.
He has to be. He's the first.
Yeah, he's a first round pick. So yeah.
Yeah.
Jacoby.
Yep.
Did y'all ever remember that they traded up?
See, the Patriots about every other year they'll draft a quarterback in between the third and fourth or fifth round or somewhere like that, and they always. I mean,
what
they
about
always seem to trade him.
2016? Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, Paxton Lynch, Hackenberg. Man, a lot of bad names. Brissett, Kessler, Connor Cook, Dak Prescott, no shit.
Yeah.
Kevin Hogan, Nate Sudfeld,
Cardell Jones.
Yeah, they had a lot of quarterbacks.
Yep. Jeff Driscoll.
Is he still playing?
He's probably playing tight end too.
Didn't Kevin Hogan play receiver or switch to receiver? Or I'm thinking of the other Hogan.
No, you're thinking of the he floated around. Kevin Hogan floated around for a lot of teams. I don't know why he was so popular, but he was popular.
You talk about 2017? Oh God,
man,
dude, 2017. That's a weird one because you got Pat Mahomes and Deshaun Watson.
And you missed one.
Mitchell Davis Webb, CJ.
Remember when Buffalo thought Nathan Peterman was a good quarterback?
He really wasn't. He really wasn't.
Also, Mr. Chad Kelly in 2017. Dude, he had committed to Clemson to start. Yeah, and got into a fight and got kicked off of the team. And then he ended up going on to Ole Miss. Everybody thought he was going to be the #1 quarterback in the draft. But, man, he just went down hard, dude. And he got injured.
Jim Kelly's nephew.
That Brad Kenya. That Brad Kenya was on the practice squad for a short time.
Oh, Brad Kaya? Oh, he's from Miami. He's from Miami.
Yeah, he was on Carolina's practice squad for a short time.
That's Bye Felicia's son from Friday. Bye Felicia. That's a crack.
Oh yeah, that is right. No, he's right. That is. That's. I remember the video about that. That was his mom.
Yeah, that's his mom.
And then I do believe that CK is right. 2018 is looking like.
That's a Carolina Panthers Hall of Shame. Baker, Sam.
I mean,
Josh Allen.
Wow.
Josh Rosen's in free agency. We already picked him up and be done
You
with
can
it.
pick him up.
Yeah, dude, and then we can form the basic ass trifecta.
I wish they were basic.
Mason, yeah, I know, right? Mason Rudolph.
He's been all right. I mean, for the pick he was taken.
Well, what do y'all consider better at this time, right? Because as of right now, that Baker and Sam, they're infamously bad. But really, the only two top-tier quarterbacks draft are Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
Well, that's
So
just tells you right there. You don't have to have a top 5 pick to get a franchise quarterback.
Right.
True.
Right.
True.
Do y'all feel comfortable even taking a
To
quarterback?
be honest
other
with
than
you,
this?
I think the better quarterbacks are not
Yep.
taken in the top 5.
Yeah.
That would be a shocker.
That's
you
just
got
me.
2 more to go.
Well,
Yeah, two more, I think.
we're looking at proof.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
looked at almost 10 years of it.
Exactly. The
That's why I'm with
MVP of
you.
the league was pick number 32 in 2018.
Right.
Right. Pickle, I'm with you on this
Yeah.
one though, but I hope we get Hendon Hooker in the draft.
That's my man.
Yep.
See,
That's
looking
my
at this
man.
list
It,
makes me
it doesn't
uncomfortable
matter.
just taking a quarterback.
Honestly,
Yeah.
in my opinion, I don't give a fuck about Bryce Young or CJ Stroud because those two have not shown me any fucking football stats whatsoever. Because, like, why on earth? Okay, you're Alabama, supposedly the best fucking team out there in college football, and yet you lose to Tennessee? I mean, come on, what the fuck is that, bro?
Hey,
We're
maybe
talking about
Tennessee, maybe Tennessee is the best team in the country. Who
It
knows?
is. It is.
It is.
Looking like it
And
is.
number 1.
What's
Georgia.
Georgia going to do? What's
Georgia.
Georgia's quarterback going to do
I think the
when
third or
Tennessee
fourth.
gets
No,
14
Clemson's
above
fourth.
them?
Oh man, they play tomorrow night, huh, bro? Fuck, I've been in the
Oh,
ocean.
shit.
Bro.
Fuck,
Damn.
I'm going to have to watch that game.
I'm gonna watch the LAFC Philadelphia Union.
Hey, Cody,
game.
go to the next
Soccer.
Watch the soccer game. Fuck
the
that.
next group.
Fuck that. Watch the soccer.
It's the championship, MLS championship. So
There you go.
it's actually a big game. So.
There you go. There you go.
And I'm in LA, so I'm LAFC. I'm gonna watch it for sure.
All right, 2019, Kyler Murray, Daniel Jones, Dwayne Haskins, R.I.P., Drew Lock, Will Greer.
So basically, that entire draft class has been mid.
Daniel Jones has been
I don't believe in Kyler
He's been
Murray.
doing all right.
I don't believe in Kyler Murray, and I still don't believe in Daniel Jones.
No,
2020 looks good.
Yeah.
I'm
Kyler-
the top 3 pick.
Yeah, I
The
agree.
top
I don't
three
believe
is
in
top
Kyler
three
Murray
pick.
either.
2020,
passed-
Burrow, Tua, and Justin.
I mean,
Hey, how about this?
And Hurts.
Right now, and Hurts. You might be
Hurts.
able to make the case that 2020 is better than 2018.
Eason.
True.
It is.
Yep.
Hey, we passed on Hurts to get YGM. Just
we
so
sure
y'all know.
did. We
I
sure
wish
did.
we would have gotten Fields
I'm
or
outta here.
Herbert.
I'm out of here, guys. You have a good night.
I
don't do
You
too.
too.
What
But
you
looky
saying,
there,
Mike?
yo. Looky there. Look at 2020. Now let's understand something. We passed on Hurts to get YGM, but the Packers traded up in the first round to draft Jordan Love.
Ooh, yeah. That's worse.
Yeah, that is too bad.
Yeah, and Matt Rule was too cheap to trade up in front of the Chargers to get damn Justin Herbert.
Yeah, Justin Herbert's
I know.
been pretty good in my.
Yeah, hey, do y'all remember that article that I believe Jeremy Fowler put out to ESPN? And he was basically saying that a lot of scouts in the Panthers department, they wanted Justin Herbert, including Marty Herney, and they had even concocted a plan on how they get up to number 3
Right.
with the Giants.
With the Giants. Yeah, they were going to trade with the Giants. Gettleman was still running the Giants, and they thought Gettleman would trade down for them. They planned to do it all, but
Matt
correct me if
Rule.
I'm wrong, Coach. Matt Rule convinced David Tepper we didn't need to do this.
Crazy.
Yeah, they decided upon Sam Darnold would be a better player than
Yes.
Or no, was that that was Bridgewater. Yeah, that was the Bridgewater year. Yeah, because we
Bridgewater
did
would be
play
a better
them.
quarterback than Justin Herbert.
Oh my god, man.
So we cut Cam, and then didn't get Herbert, and we got Teddy Bridgewater.
Right.
And paid him $60 million.
Right.
All right.
Then for the
Isn't that
next year,
enough?
for the next year, to us to trade him away, so we could go trade a second, a fourth, and a sixth for Sam Darnold. Then we didn't like him the following year, so we spent more money and traded more picks to get Baker Mayfield.
Dang, what the heck am I? What am I a Panthers fan for? What the heck am I doing?
Dude, that's tough, man.
Matt Rule was terrible from day one.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, bad for
but
business,
you know,
man.
to me, and I'll just say it, Matt Rule. And I explained this to an Eagle fan, and right away when I said it, he understood what I was saying. Matt Rule was our Chip Kelly. Sometimes a team has to go through those things. You know, we have a new owner. He did his thing. He took his college coach. I'd almost guarantee that he never goes in college ranks again.
Yeah, I've been hearing that. I've been hearing
Yeah,
that.
he shouldn't even open a damn search this year. He should just hire Steve Wilks and make him the permanent head coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember last year's Raiders, folks. I want Wilks out just like some of y'all. I really do. But let's remember the Raiders. The Raiders fired their head coach midseason. Their interim head coach took them all the way to the playoffs. Just so the owner can step in, fire their head coach, or not hire him, let him walk.
And
So then the Raiders take their playoff team, dismantle it for their new head coach, and now the Raiders suck.
Okay, can I
But
ask
they
you
don't
guys
have
a
a
question?
first round pick either. So
Yeah, go ahead, Michael.
Could I ask you? Okay, the question is, I've been hearing this all over Twitter and shit that Deion Sanders may be getting a coaching, another what the fuck is it called? Coaching job at Auburn.
Deion Sanders got on Twitter himself on the very post and said, "This is a lie."
Oh
Deion
shit!
not
Okay.
leaving Jackson State.
Deion Sanders
Because
called
he's
that
good
guy
where
who
he's at.
posted that
He's
out
good where he's
himself.
at. Yeah, he's already good.
It's
He
all
has his
media.
2 fucking kids on that Jackson State team. It's like, what the fuck, bro? You're going there to
They're
coach your
good.
kids now?
Houston, what's that Alabama OC? I think he's favored. Houston's
Oh,
old coach.
he's what?
Bill
What's it
O'Brien.
called?
To go to
Bill
Auburn.
O'Brien. No, God, no, not Bill O'Brien.
That's what their favorite I've heard.
Oh, God, stay away from college coaches and retreads.
No, Auburn is.
Oh, you mean okay? Auburn, if they
Yeah, Auburn.
yeah.
I think Auburn.
Yeah, dude's like, no, Auburn can have him. Shit.
Yeah.
Hell, Auburn hired Matt Rule. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, let me tell
That's
you.
where he
I
needs
don't
to
give a fuck
go.
either, Drew.
That's where he
I
needs
don't
to
give a
go.
fuck either.
I support Matt Rule to Auburn all day long. I'm a Tennessee vet. Auburn's in the same division.
I support
You
Matt
go, boys. Matt Rule take Auburn 100%. Fact is, Alabama looks so bad. If I was the Alabama, I would tell Nick Saban to retire or go away. I'd hire Matt Rule for Alabama. That's what I'd do.
Cody.
I got you. I'm about to
Be
pull
at
it
the
up.
bottom of the division by next year.
Good. That's what I like, buddy.
Cody, I mean I did watch that video of Shaq Thompson talking about how Sam Wilks
he's bringing back the team as it used to be.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, what's crazy about that is that I actually went back and watched the Cam exit interview, and it really says a lot about Matt Rule. Everything, even though we kind of already knew about a little bit more about Matt Rule, but just hearing that from Shaq a couple days ago about Sam Wilks, and then hearing Cam Newton talk about it in the exit interview, how people weren't buying in. That there's a lot of people there are some people that did buy in, but some people didn't. So it's
that
just,
right
it's
there
an
is
open eye
exactly
opener.
why Baker Mayfield should never step on the field again for the Carolina Panthers.
So an actual dot, right? Baker Mayfield balling in practice.
You want to know the sad part about it? Baker Mayfield is our backup quarterback.
Well, thank goodness we got a decent offensive line, so hopefully PJ don't get touched.
Hey, Cody, looking at that list, are you excited about drafting a quarterback?
No, man. I mean, look, I think you have to judge every class by itself. But I'll say this. I believe every one of the big-time draft prospects coming out of college, they all have some kind of flaw to their game that you're going to have to project fail. Say C.J. Stroud, he's in a very simple offense in terms of what he is required to do. So that's going to matter. Bryce Young, like people don't understand. People think I'm just like being mean to Bryce Young because he's short. Dude, he would be unprecedentedly small. Like even Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson, like they have a much bigger frame and body width-wise. They're just built sturdier.
Right.
And Bryce,
even Mel Kiper.
Bryce looks like Webster. He looks like
Mel
a
Kiper said. Mel Kiper said on Get Up himself. He said he said why he rated Bryce Young high. He said to be honest, he said Bryce Young is 280, 295. He's 5'11 and a half. He can't put on weight. He can't add weight to his frame.
Unless he puts on some steroids.
And that's another reason not to draft him. CK.
Yeah. So he says if to draft him, you're looking at a serious. You're looking at a great quarterback or one that's going to be very short-lived.
I mean, they can put on some weight.
Hey, let me welcome AU Link to the show. AU, what's up, bro?
Hey, man, how are you?
Hey, guys. So to answer a couple questions, I have a source in the Auburn athletics department. I went there to college, and I have a source who works with the team and with the staff on a regular basis. He says number one is Lane Kiffin for the AD because he's from Mississippi State. He just got hired this week. Number two is Dion. And then third is a former Auburn coach / player, Grimes. And then fourth is Matt Rule. That's from what my sources tell me. And the fans want Dion because he can bring in immediately most people who have already left or decommitted from Auburn already said if they hire Dion, I'm flipping. Like that. But this is a Panthers podcast, so I will get on that. But I've watched Bryce Young. But I've seen Bryce Young personally as an Auburn grad. He's so small. I mean, I'm 5'8", 170 pounds, and I feel like I could snap him like a twig. I mean, he is just. If a defensive tackle just looks at him, he'll smush. So I'm off him. And CJ Stroud, I would agree, he is a product of a system. Name an Ohio State quarterback in the last 50 years that has been a starting quarterback in the NFL.
And even still, like even if you take CJ Stroud out of Ohio, like to me there are physical traits of his that still transfer a little bit better to me to the NFL than Bryce. And by the way,
I would agree.
I'm not even trying to say that Bryce isn't incredibly talented. He is. In fact, I would say that Bryce Young is probably more talented than a Tua Tagovailoa. Like, I genuinely think so. But if you have noticed the past 3 years, including this season, and even at the end of his college career, Bryce Young spent a lot of time hurt. Like Tua spent a lot of time hurt. And he does have that smaller frame.
You know who the interim head coach is at Auburn is?
Cadillac Williams, isn't it?
Cadillac Williams.
I will never
That's
forget.
one of the best names ever.
I will never forget when he hurt his leg and Steve Smith standing on the skyline, looked down and went to the medical staff. Steve knew it right away.
My guy was a beast.
But
I just watched CK fall down the stairs, and it was pretty epic.
Modern Warfare is taking forever to fucking load.
So Cody, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Let's say we happen to win our division, but we go out the first round of the playoffs, okay? Because let's face it, if we do get into the playoffs, there is a very real possibility that could happen, okay? Our team has to show that we can stay healthy and we can actually perform. If those two things happen, we can make some extra things happen. But anyways, so at that point, we're probably going to be picking somewhere right around 15. Would you re-sign PJ and still pick up a quarterback in the draft?
Yes, I would.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would.
What quarterback?
Well,
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't even know what quarterback would be available at 15.
I mean, okay, but
or if it would be a stretch.
So, okay, everybody knows Pickle's a Tennessee fan. He loves him some Hendon Hooker. I don't blame him, man. I don't blame him at all. I wanted Trevor Lawrence. I'm a Clemson fan, right? So my thing is this though: if Tennessee keeps on winning, I mean, hell, let's shoot till they win the championship this year. Like, do y'all think that Hendon Hooker, the fact that him being 25 years old, like, or at least in that area, is that such a knock against him that now you're not even going to pick him in the top 10? Like, does Hendon Hooker fall outside of the top 10?
Look at what happened to Zach Wilson. He came out of nowhere. Nobody predicted him being in the first round. Then he was second overall.
Also not 25 years old, though.
But, Cody, also, even then, if you are picking 15, you have the ammunition to move up if necessary.
Yeah.
That's what Scott Fitterer said when he got the picks for McCaffrey. He said this gives us ammunition to trade up if we need one.
So
I would agree with Hooker.
Is that not what he said?
Yeah, he did. He did. You signed PJ as that veteran bridge quarterback. Right. You draft a quarterback, and you let him and Matt Corral battle it out for the backup. And if one of them happens,
I honestly don't think the Texans are drafting.
Then so be it.
I just posted something in the chat, and I'll echo it here. Let's remember, though, come the combine and the interviews and the pro days, a lot of this stuff's going to change.
Oh yeah.
If Will Levis comes into the combine and blows them away in the interview process, he may go jump up, or if they're worried about his medical, it'll drop down. Remember, one little thing a player doesn't realize may drop that medical.
You remember Sam Darnold, no pass touch hit the ground.
Yeah.
If you're trading up, you better know who you're getting. Like, you better know, like, if you're going to trade up for a quarterback, you better know that that's going to be your quarterback. I'm just saying, you can't trade up and not know.
No, yeah.
I know who I would take, so I'm not. I understand.
Wait, hang on. Let me welcome my man Anthony to the stream. Anthony, what's up, bro?
What's up, Cody? Just got off work. Thought I'd stop in. What's up, boys?
What's up, man?
I appreciate you, man.
What's up? So were y'all just talking about quarterbacks?
Yeah, man.
Okay, yeah. So I'm a Bryce Young fan, but listen, I think we should just draft one wherever we are, whatever happens with the season. I think you have to leave the draft with a quarterback, no matter who it is. And I think it's just because we need, with a real new staff, we need like a real competition between all the quarterbacks we have to see who's the starter. And there's going to be no one traded from, the Matt Rule regime, all these picks we wasted, which we got back. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on the quarterback. I would like to see CJ Stroud or Bryce Young, only for the reason that this O-line is not just average right now. We have a top 7 O-line if you look at the metrics. So it's like I'm willing to give a quarterback, a new quarterback, whoever it is, a chance to come in here and see what they got.
So let me put it to you like this though. If let's say we do pick, somewhere between 15 and 20, right? Are you just whatever quarterback? Are you signing PJ Walker
trading
to
up
another deal in the meantime? what are we doing in this scenario here?
Well, if we are in the playoffs, then that means that our quarterback had to have played somewhat good. So I would say you have to re-sign PJ.
Yeah.
And as I said, you gotta, have a competition between all of them. Like if PJ gets beaten out by the rookie, then it's like, okay, let's start the rookie.
Yeah, agreed.
So I don't think it's a big deal in terms of that. As I said, I think it's just like the best quarterback on the board at the time. If you're picking at like 17, just take him. I mean, or if they have a guy in mind, you don't know. So
yeah, at that pick, to be honest with you, Hooker or even Will Levis may be available. I wouldn't think the others would be available. As far as
what about like looking at the Steelers last year? They kind of did what you were talking about, Anthony. They were picking number 24. They knew that Ben Roethlisberger had just retired, so they were in the position where it's like they kind of couldn't leave that draft without grabbing a quarterback. So they took the guy that is the hometown guy that played in Pittsburgh, but he has not looked great this year. Granted, it's his rookie season, but I just, I worry that in that scenario, you're going to overvalue having to draft a quarterback to the point where you're just going to reach and grab whatever the best one is, regardless of if there's a better player on the board, like defensive player to be had that ends up being like an all-pro player.
Yeah. I believe with what Scott Fitterer said the other day and trading McCaffrey for picks, what he quote there, I guess he could be trying to fool folks, but I truly believe, shout out to G baby, he always loves him some Bryce Young.
That's his man.
Yep. I believe that providing Scott Fitterer is still employed here. I believe he's going to try, if we're not setting at the spot to get a quarterback he has his eye on, I believe he will trade up for that quarterback per se, if he can. Now, if he can't, we'll see. But we do have some other needs on this team that I think are validly important.
We need another edge rusher.
We do, and we also need a linebacker.
Edge rusher, middle linebacker.
Shout out to some of y'all. Let me ask you a question. I've been trying to find out. I've been really down on Will Anderson as a edge rusher, just because in the hypothetically Steve Wilks system we may run, he doesn't fit as an end. He's 240 pounds. He ain't got the muscle or the meat on him. But we do need a linebacker. Could Will Levis play the Frankie Louvu type of linebacker? Just a linebacker who blitzes when you need him to, but he's not. Well, he's not. Well, Reddick pretty much blitzed all the time. He's not He's just your straight. He's just an outside linebacker. Does he cover good enough as an inside or an outside linebacker to play strictly linebacker?
I mean, off the ball, he's a pass rusher first and foremost.
Yeah.
Like, you want him to be rushing the passer, and that's why you would draft him that high. And, I do think that he can be successful in the NFL for the same reasons that Brian Burns is successful. There is a path for him to be a big-time player. But I do think that he is very he's very comparable to a Brian Burns, in that largely it's the very same skill set. They're going to beat you around the edge. They're going to put your left tackle on the blender. They're very fast. He could probably put some weight on him as well. Absolutely. Apparently, he has giant hands, too. Yeah, I'm not saying he's the perfect. How about this, Pickle? He's definitely no Myles Garrett or a Chase Young.
I actually was, while looking into this, I stumbled upon a few things that I wanted to know about the Texans. I had forgot all the defensive ends that Lovie Smith had used over his long career. And it didn't surprise me. Lovie is used to undersized off a defensive lineman. He's had them before. So granted, they may have been with different coordinators, but that's why I say I would not be surprised if Lovie would take him You do does Lovey still do his classic 4-3 cover 2 defense?
Yeah, he does. But also okay, that's another team, and that's why I've been telling everyone on Twitter. If you want CJ Stroud, you basically have to be picking number 1 or number 2.
Right.
Like they're going to be evaluated like that, unless Bryce Young being like 180 pounds or whatever.
Yeah.
Unless that's such a deterrent that it makes him drop a little. You know, it's really hard. It's hard to tell right now, man.
I still think somebody
head coach of the Texans next year.
I still think
they might have to give him at least 2 years, because then that'll be the 3rd year in a row, Drew, that they've fired a coach and then hired another one the very next year.
Let's also remember they fired Easterby.
Jack Easterby.
Easterby. Yeah, they fired him this year. That may be the signal that maybe, and I use this literally, maybe Lovie Smith has got it through to the Texas owner that was the main problem.
I don't think the Texans are going to draft a quarterback in the first round.
They may not. That's what I was thinking. They may actually go. Their biggest problem is defense.
Yeah, they have no pass rush.
They may actually draft.
Yep.
They might draft a receiver because Cook might be out of there.
Hey, also another name that y'all need to remember is the defensive tackle from Georgia, Jalen Carter. Yeah, that guy is a monster.
Oh, I'll be watching him.
I know, and Pickle. I think everybody's going to be watching. Everybody's going to be watching Tennessee versus. That's the best offense in the country versus the best defense in the country.
Right.
Normally, the defense wins those matchups, but we'll see. It didn't do that in 2019 when LSU won the championship. They had the best offense from the first game to the last.
Yeah, I've looked at a lot of Georgia tape this week, just trying to get ready, and the one thing I keep finding myself, and I keep asking, if Tennessee gets a 2-point lead above Georgia, can Georgia's offense come back? I mean, Bryce, you know, that's. I don't think they can.
No, I mean, here's the deal,
it's not a diss on Georgia.
Right,
it's just
they're gonna
I
run
don't think
the
they got the
football,
talent to do that.
They're maybe not passing the football, but they're gonna want to play ball control. Right. They're gonna want to run the football, keep the ball out of Tennessee's hands, and have Hendon Hooker on the sideline opposed to on the field. Hey, I saw we had a Bengal fan in the chat room, so I want to break down this matchup with Cincinnati, and you know how we do it over here, baby. PrizePicks. PrizePicks is our sponsor. We love PrizePicks over here. We have fans messaging us all the time, telling us about the money that they're making. I want to let you guys know that all first-time users that deposit and use our C3 promo code receive a $100 instant deposit match up to $100. If you deposit $100, PrizePicks will give you $100. If you deposit $50, PrizePicks will give you $50. Man, I finally won my first PrizePicks last week. I won $30, and I felt damn good about it. But I'm gonna keep on winning, baby. I'm determined to do it. You already know I'm going PJ Walker. I did the wrong one. How about that? PJ Walker at 195 passing yards. Like, what? Am I wrong for feeling confident in this passing attack? Like, and their only Woodpick will say earlier, they have Eli Apple as their primary corner. Like, I don't know, man. That just seems like a good matchup for PJ. I'm gonna go with at least 2 Panthers. Damn, they only have PJ Walker and DJ Moore, man.
I was looking for Foreman when I was looking at it.
Oh, well, we're gonna look at Cincinnati here in a second. Yeah, man, I'm surprised no Foreman. Why would you not
I think because
have
they didn't know if Chuba was going to play. I wonder if that affected it.
Yeah, probably so. Do y'all feel that's too high of a number for DJ Moore?
I think he could get it in one pass. I think there's 2 Bengals cornerbacks out. I would take that.
He had 165 yards last game.
165. Yeah, I mean, That's what I'm saying. Like I like that number, man. I'm not mad at that. Oh man, I'm feeling some type of way, y'all. I know I can pick at least 2. Yeah, it feels right now, man. It feels right.
Cody, did you hit on the one where we had like 4 or 5 of them or no?
Yeah, I hit on one of them. So I ended up doing 2. The one that I did on the show, it didn't hit because Tyreek Hill didn't get a touchdown. If that would have hit, I would have hit all 4 in a row. I would have won $200, bro.
Yeah, that was. I remember. I sent you the Tony Pollard, the half a touchdown.
Yeah,
he had 3.
Dude. Yeah, Tony Pollard. That's a good pick. I might pick him up again, man. We're about to look around. Who's out there? I'm about to look up Cincinnati real quick. Hang on. Y'all talk.
Yeah, I mean, I think with the Bengals missing, a couple corners, and then obviously Eli Apple, we all know that that guy gets burned a lot of the time. I mean, DJ Moore, I mean, he should get over 65 yards. He should. But, the recipe for Carolina every week is don't turn the ball over, run the ball 20, 25 times, and play great defense. So it's always tough when it comes to the overs.
By the way, Hidden Hooker is extremely accurate, and he doesn't turn the ball over.
Cody, I will look up Aaron Jones rushing yards. They got him at 65. They're playing Detroit.
Aaron Jones.
Green Bay.
I might pick up Pollard again too, dude. Pollard's ball. And is Ezekiel Elliott still hurt?
I think he's supposed to be coming back.
Yeah. No, they have a bye week, the Cowboys. So.
Oh, that's right. I got Pollard on my team.
Yeah. Oh, Steven Sullivan
real
is
quick.
doubtful. I did not know that.
Real quick. Bengals fan, 619 Bengals fan. The link is in the description in the YouTube description. If you want to come on and talk about this game, you're more than welcome, man. I'll even post it up in the chat room right quick.
Cody, look up Aaron Jones. He's playing Detroit. 65 yards should be good.
How's Detroit's run defense? Pickle post
as a whole is garbage.
Hey, what about hold on? Look at Joe Burrow at 260 passing yards. Like,
how many Marcus Mariota?
Man, Mario Barno's hurt. He ain't done nothing. Well, I don't know.
Is Brandon Smith still hurt, by the way?
I just don't know if we will let Burrow get 260 yards. I mean, last week was a little bit more of a unique situation, I think.
And he's playing a short week.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that'll affect it too. He might get under.
Yeah, but if they are down, if Carolina happens to be up in the game, they're gonna start slinging the rock.
Good
I don't know.
point.
Yeah.
So it's tough. But I think they're gonna run the ball a lot more.
Hey, Mariota had 253 yards.
The Bengals are really hurt.
I'd say you take any. I mean, the Bears traded their whole defense. I'd take anything on the over in Miami.
Yeah.
Miami Chicago game is a good one. White Chocolate said the Lions Packer game's a good one too. Anything on the over for Green Bay might be good.
I'm looking at our past games so far. Almost every quarterback has thrown over 250 yards on us.
Wow, no, you're right. That's it. Yeah, it's a Jordan drive. I'm gonna stay away from Burrow.
Kyler Murray didn't.
Let me see. Rush yards. I want to see some rushing touchdowns. Man, they ain't got shit for rushing touchdowns. Receiving touchdowns.
I'm
trying to find Waddle, man.
I'll take Stephon Diggs right there over.
So, Cody, Jacoby Brissett,
is a good one.
Kyler Murray, and Daniel Jones are only quarterbacks who didn't go over 250 yards on us.
Jacoby Brissett, Kyler Murray, and Daniel Jones, you said?
Yeah. The rest of them did.
Dang, I mean, Jets got a pretty good defense, don't they? I mean, I like Diggs. He's having a great year. But Jets got a –
I still like Diggs. It's Diggs.
Yeah, who? Oh, they're facing the Jets. Ooh.
Isn't
you
Justin
know
Jefferson
that
on a
that
touchdown
rookie will be
route?
on him, won't you?
Yeah, Sauce Gardner.
Yeah.
Isn't Justin Jefferson on a touchdown drought though?
I don't know. Let me see.
I mean, they're playing Washington, so I mean, I don't know how good they're.
Damn! Wow, that's a great call, Kev. He is on a drought, dude. What the hell is that? Like for real, dude? That's
bound to get one, right?
He must be flirting with Kirk Cousins' woman.
Must be, man. Like, what the hell, dude? That's insane.
I mean,
it's all right. I got Dalvin on my fantasy, so just keep
He's
feeding
got
him
two.
the rock.
He's got 2, and that was all in the first game with Green Bay. And he's got the yards. He's got the fucking yards, but
Dude, all the quarterbacks first here, man. Why is it just showing
Kenneth Walker,
quarterbacks?
72 yards. I take that with Arizona's defense. Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, Kyler 35 and a half at Seattle. Oh man, see that's appealing to me too, man. Just because knowing Kyler, and it's a division game, like I can see him rushing for 35 and a half.
He would try to carry that game on his back.
Yeah. Geno Smith, 17 and a half versus Arizona. He's not really a rusher, though. He's not been running the ball like that.
How many was Geno? 17?
Yeah, he's had 3 games where he's been over it.
And they're playing Arizona. Arizona's defense is not good.
Yeah, they're not. All right, perfect. Let me see. So that would be. Oh, all right. Does that look appealing? So I got DJ Moore.
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
He had that running touchdown last week.
I'd look at anything Green Bay or Miami game. I don't know if I'd touch like the Geno Smith.
There you go. Take Taylor Heineke.
I take Aaron Jones, man. Against Detroit.
Those are the games I'd look at. What is it going to be like? It's probably going to be like 42 to 38.
Yeah, it's going to be high score. Probably, I don't know about us, but no defense. I know that much. Mac Jones throws an interception. Look up interception.
I'm trying to find Waddle. They ain't got nothing for Waddle.
They did.
That dude's still dependable.
I saw him receiving yards. I think it was like 68 when I checked. There he is right there.
You go.
Yeah, 68.
Yeah.
He's been balling, dude.
Bro, that's like dude, that's like money, dude. Yeah, I'm doing that. Yeah, I'm gonna drop Geno.
What's the weather in Chicago?
Yeah, somebody look that up for me. Somebody look that up.
What's the weather like? It's getting cold, and I'm in Cali, and it's getting cold.
But Jalen Waddle has the type of speed that he can break something off, even if it's not like a goal.
Weather 61 degrees Fahrenheit, scattered clouds, winds up to 16 miles an hour.
He throws some short passes.
Yeah, that's what they usually do, though, don't they? Like Waddle usually runs those quick slants. I mean, and like Tua just boom hits them. I don't know. I like it. I like the Waddle.
I like Waddle, man.
I got Waddle on my fantasy team. He's been killing it all year. It's been great.
What other? Let me try and find one. I'm not very trustworthy of that Geno Smith.
I'm telling you, Aaron Jones.
Justin Herbert, 280 Atlanta. That's not terrible to me either.
It's a weird game in Atlanta. I don't know. Like Chargers, they're a weird team, man.
How about go with
a team?
No.
Let me see. You said Matt Jones interception?
Yeah, Mac Jones. I think who are they playing? They're playing Good defense.
Dude, I don't know. I'm kind of wanting to pick Jay Herb. Knowing what teams have done to Atlanta, even what we did to Atlanta, I don't know, man. That might be one.
What's the their main receiver is still hurt. Was it Vincent?
Yeah, Keenan Allen.
No, yeah, they don't have Keenan or Mike Williams.
Oh yeah, Pats are going up against the Colts. I think the Colts can get an interception off of Mac Jones.
Let me see what those interceptions. INT. Tua, Carr, Matt Jones. Yeah, but they're playing Indianapolis. Does Indianapolis are they taking the ball away?
They've been playing good on defense. That's probably their best spot on the team.
Kyler Murray.
And Mac Jones is throwing a bunch of interceptions. So
let's see what Matt Jones is at. Whoa! All right, yo, Kev might have made. Yeah, he might have made the calls. Yo, Kev, you my man, bro. You saved me from what's his name? Justin Jefferson. And I think we're gonna go with this, man. All right, Gino. Sorry for you, man. Sorry for you. I'm going Mac, and he's definitely throwing more of an interception. Let me check out my ticket one more time. Oh, I like that. I like that all day, baby. Bong, bong.
You like that?
Over. All right.
Oh, shit. Let's go, man.
Go big or go home.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. I might even put together another one tonight after the show is over, man. Like, that's how I was able to win last time. I put together different tickets, and I was able to, man. And shout out PrizePicks. Like I said, use promo code C3. They do an instant deposit match up to $100. If you deposit $100, PrizePicks will give you $100. If you deposit $50, PrizePicks gives you $50. You know how it works. That's PrizePicks.com. Promo code C3. Support our sponsors, y'all. That's how you can help out the C3 podcast all the time, every time, man. Hey, let's jump into some of these predictions. And we don't have to power through it. Like, if you have something you want to mention about the game, we can do that. Do we know, Pickle? Do we know if their defensive end? I think Trey Hendrickson is his name.
Yeah, he's playing.
He's kind of banged up, right?
Well, yeah, but he is banged up. But I think he's playing. He's not. Yeah, he's not. I don't remember seeing him on their injury report, but let me look real fast here. Yeah, he's not on the injury report, so he may be banged up, but he's still playing. So but everybody else is on there. They missing half a damn team. But anyway, so
Kevin, are you going to be embarrassed if my PrizePicks hits and Clemson wins? So I'm in the bet too. It's like you did nothing but make me. If that happens, you did nothing but make me money this week.
But see, I'm 50-50 on my pick, so.
So you think that you might have jinxed me? All right.
But I was right on one and wrong on the other, so I'm cool.
Oh, by the way, to all the college football fans out there, you can also do college games too. So Hendon Hooker, you can see what Hendon Hooker's at. I actually want to look at what Hendon Hooker's at.
Yeah, that's you need to pull that up for me. I can't play that in Tennessee.
Yeah, there are some states. Boat in damn Alabama.
Yeah, Drew's like that in Maine too, man. They're opening up to new places though. They're in most states. They still have something else.
I hate not being able to play prize.
I know, man, dude. We have so many fans that hit us up, telling us that they've been winning money, man. Like it's legit. CK, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say this big game what is it tomorrow? That's just gonna be like a NFL roster on the field on both sides of the game at Georgia game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You got the best receiver in the country, one of the great 4 defensive players on Georgia that are first round talent. Mm-hmm. And then you got potential might swing up into the poll in the first round as a quarterback. Ugh.
And the thing about Tennessee is the start of the year, their best receiver, Tillman, he got hurt midway through the year and was out for many games, and that's when Hyatt exploded.
Hey, so by the way, they got Hendon Hooker at 280.5, and he's only been past that two out of the last 5. He's gone past that 2 times, which is weird because I would have thought that he'd have had even more than that. But
yeah, I don't know about that.
That's what PrizePicks says. That's what the numbers say. But yeah, going into this matchup, like if we win this game, are we gonna win it because of our offense or because of our defense?
That's such a hard thing to predict because it just feels like when one is going, the other one isn't. That Tom Brady Bucks game was the closest that we came to performing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It's been such a long time since I felt like this team has done one or the other, and like
I say defense.
Defense.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say offense.
Hangs his hat on
I'm
defense.
leaning with Pickle. I'm leaning with the offense because of their entire defense is on their second or third string.
Yeah, but at the very same time, let's be real. If the way their offensive line is, if Brown and Burns go off, they could both go off. It may be a long, rough day for the Bengals.
Last time I checked, the Bengals' offensive line pass protection is 28th.
I think what they're gonna I think what they're gonna do though is because they ran the ball against Cleveland last week only 9 times, so they're definitely gonna run the ball more with Mixon. They got to feed Mixon, and obviously that's gonna be a big part for us. Like we're gonna have to stop the run. If we're not stopping the run, it's gonna be a long day for us.
Honestly, I think our defense is going to be up for the challenge because they're embarrassed. Our defense gave up 37 points last game to the Falcons. They're going to be pissed off.
Yeah. That's a great point, Drew. Dude, how about this, man? My only criticism of Steve Wilks, and it's kind of a Matt Rule criticism. Where is Brandon Smith? Where is Brandon Smith, man? I'm telling you, I don't care that this dude is a rookie. He's good enough to be playing now.
He must not be ready yet. Let me.
I throw him in just for kicks and giggles. Please, let's find out.
Yeah, I mean, dude, just get that speed on the football.
If it was me, that's what I would do. So, but
yeah, we're 2-6. Might as well.
But I have to throw this out there too. Did you all see what Shaq Thompson said? Shaq Thompson said about Steve Wilks.
Yeah, bring him back.
He's bringing exactly. So he's bringing back the way the Panthers used to be. So that to me that says a lot about why Shaq's still here. So he may not be the best linebacker per se, but right now he's a leader. He's helping those folks understand what kind of defense we need to play, even if he can't play that himself.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to come down to the defense. I mean, honestly, I think it's going to come down to the defense. Offensively, we've picked it up, and it's been like last week. As a Panthers fan, that was exciting to watch. Like lately, the last couple of years, it's been pretty rough to watch Panther football. And last week was actually, I know we lost, but it was an exciting game. It was fun to watch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt.
Right.
That's why I said earlier. There's a new energy. There's a pulse to this football team where there wasn't one before. Pickle was talking about this interview. Let's listen to what Shaq has to say. By the way, it's going to shock you. Not once are you going to hear the freaking ping pong table in this interview, dude. Right. Oh, shit. It's going to snow, boys. Let's go.
Playing fast, playing physical, moving the ball. Defense, in my opinion, we can definitely do a little bit better. But we're still playing great. The character's there, man. You see, we all, like I said, we all bought in.
Is that different from how it's been in the past as far as character? You guys are starting to develop in a new identity. I know that word is thrown around.
I think the biggest thing is Wilks is bringing back what the Carolina Panthers used to be. The philosophy, what used to be around here, especially on defense. Since I've been here, it's always been fast, physical, and creating turnovers. The defense, they get off the ball, the linebackers go downhill, and the DBs, they catch interceptions. So I think they're starting to instill that, and guys are starting to understand what the history around here used to be. And I think that's the biggest thing that these young guys and new guys needed to understand. I knew it, came here at 15, so I knew how the standard was around here. And it's good to see now these guys are understanding what the standard used to be and how everything's coming together. We see what.
Fantastic, man. I know a lot of people feel a lot of different types of ways about Shaq, but I'm telling you, man, that kind of leadership.
Right. And remember, we've only been playing this Steve Wilks defense for 2 games. We played it for the Bucks and we played it for the Falcons. So we got to give them a little time. Yeah, Al Holcomb even surprised me on his interview to just yesterday. I think it was. He when asked, he didn't do the coach, but he blunt out said CJ just got fooled. He expected on that deep pass. He expected the route to go. He expected the receiver to turn, and he didn't. And he expected him to go straight, and he didn't, and he turned. It's just listen to Al Holcomb's interview. It's right at the start of the interview. He says it, the very start of it. It's really good. He really lets you know that C.J. Henderson just messed up, but he's learning. He's going to have to learn, and he's learning. So,
yeah.
Man, I know Brian Burns is pissed. Brian Burns is going to be on a mission this week because if you guys remember in overtime, he was the guy that missed the tackle on Mariota when he broke that 30-yard run.
Holcomb said it was just a missed tackle was all it was. That's all he just flat out said it. He said it was a missed tackle and Burns knows it. That's what he said. He said it's a missed tackle and Brian knows it.
I didn't get to watch the show on Tuesday, Cody, but I'm sure Tony, I'm sure he talked about Damiere Byrd. I'm sure he brought up Damiere Byrd a little bit.
Yeah, dude. Listen, we like it's one of those things where I can't have a conversation with Tony about Damiere Byrd because it just evolves into Shi Smith's shit. And by the way, I'll never let him have Damiere Byrd. Like, I don't give a damn. I don't care what Damiere Byrd. Dude, screw that, man. He's a Falcon. I ain't with it, bro. But, yeah, man, I don't really care. Like, he's a good speed receiver, man, but that's all he's ever been. He's not like a dynamic type of chain player, man. So, I really don't care.
Thank you for coming through, AU. Appreciate you, man.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you're the man, dude. Appreciate you, bro. Hey, by the way, earlier, I didn't mean to miss this. Kyle, after we played the Baker Mayfield clip, said he was throwing it at the media. Same dude said it. That was Kyle with $2. All right, boys. Well, how about this, man? We're just going to make our predictions, breakout player of the game, and who's going to win. And, yeah, we're going to get on up out of here, man. We'll do a tight little two and some change hour show.
We need to ask one of these beat reporters and see if they took that ping pong table out.
Oh, that's
true. Well, no, you know what? There was the other video that did have. So we found the only one that didn't have.
Oh, well.
CK, what are you thinking, man? Let's pick this game. Breakout player.
All right, so yeah, I think the Panthers win this one. I think they don't. It's I would say the Panthers are going to win. I think it's going to be a low scoring affair again. I think it's going to be 14-10, and I think I think the breakout player is going to be Shi Smith.
All right, Shi Smith. I like it, dude. Let me tell you, I would love nothing more than that. Just so that way the post-game show can be me just rubbing Tony's face in it, dude. Yeah. I hope you're right. I need it. I need to rub Tony's face in it, man. I can't keep letting him get away with my Shi Smith slander, man. Next up, my guy Alex, A1 Panthers. Give me your final score, who wins, and the breakout player.
27-24, Carolina. Breakout player, 2 touchdowns, Terrace Marshall.
Ooh, Terrace, I like that. Hey, dude, he keeps on getting better and better every game.
That's what I think. I think he just need get him in the end zone, and I think he's gonna get a couple touchdowns this week. So that's
they kept on throwing to him in the end zone, like at the 10-yard line.
I love that. Drew, my man, with the plan. Tell me your final score, who's gonna win, and your breakout player.
Final score 27-14 Carolina. And Alex took my player of the game because that's what I was looking at was Terrace Marshall.
Hey, you can have a repeat, man. There's no rule if that's what your heart's set on, man.
I got it. They said they even throw to him down at the goal line, and then people gonna start trying to slide over to DJ Moore. Terrace is gonna be open 1-on-1.
Let me say this. I mean, last week, I think I said Eddie Pinheiro was my game of the week, the guy of the week, and that didn't happen.
No.
So I did say that last week.
Don't do this, man.
I know. And you know what? It would have been him if he would have knocked it in. It would have been him.
Yeah, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, ifs, ands, and buts, man.
I know.
So, every time,
I'm sorry.
bro.
I had to bring it up because I was I had to bring it up.
And hey, but you know what? It's all right. We can overcome our own jinxes. You know, we just gotta keep at it enough, and we get to rewrite history the way we want to. So that's it. I like that. And you know what? Offset. Maybe even if you're the jinx, the fact that Drew picked him as well, it kind of evens out.
There we go.
I mean?
There we go, Drew.
Yeah. We're covering our bases out here, you know. My man White Chocolate, he's gonna win me a lot of money this weekend. So I appreciate you, brother. You're the man all the way through, bro. Yeah. So tell me your final score. Who's gonna win, and who's the breakout player, man?
I would say 28-21, Notre Dame.
How did I know he was gonna do that?
You're so delusional, man. I don't even think that you believe that.
I don't, but
I know you don't. I know you don't.
I think Carolina wins, and I say 28-24, and my breakout player is going to be Shaq Thompson.
Ooh, Shaq, I like that. Our first defensive player.
Yeah, I think he has a better game.
And what was your final score? 28-24. No, what did you say? 28-24. All right, so everybody kind of has it close. Panther Pickle, what say you, man? What's your final score? Who's going to win? Who's your breakout player?
28-14 Panthers. Breakout player is Derek Brown with 3 sacks.
Oh, I like that one too. I'm not mad at that.
I think Shaq gets an interception.
Now, Cody, let's not forget. Tell everybody about your upcoming battle you got coming up that we all need to show.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Look, if you follow me on Twitter, you see me fighting nonstop with Monty from the 4-Man Rush. Monty Fetty on Twitter. So Sunday, November 13th at 5 p.m. So it'll be next Sunday when we have no Panther football. Me and Monty are going to be doing a special Debate My Take right here on the C3 Panthers Podcast. And, dude, it's going to be incredible, man. Aaron Duncan from Dunk on Demand is going to be the special moderator. It'll be a great time, man. You know, I'm going to pack them up and smoke them, bro. That's what I do. Y'all know how I be fighting Tony and G-Baby and everyone, man. Like, all I know how to do is fight people, bro. So
even when you're wrong, you think you're right.
I mean, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I'm never really wrong, but you know what I'm saying? It's like whatever, man. You know, my picks are golden, and everybody's gonna have to find out the hard way, man. He's real big on Twitter, but I'm about to show him who runs these podcast streets, bro. So, hey, man, I'm gonna make my picks now. How about that? I got the Carolina Panthers. Bro, y'all ready for this? I'm going big time, baby. I'm going 30-10. Let's go. 30-10. The Panthers are going to slap them. And my player of the game might just have 2 touchdowns. I'm going JC Horn, baby. What's up? picking off Joe Burrow. No more Jamar Chase. Bro, I'm telling you, man, this is about to be
touchdowns. I like that.
This is a game that shows everyone the Panthers are a lot more for real than y'all think we are, man.
Hey, Cody, we got to do something different this week because remember, by the time the free-for-all is next week, we've been playing 2 games.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's right. So should we pick Damn, I mean, I feel bad picking Atlanta right now. We don't even know what happens in Cincinnati.
Should we do a Wednesday night free for all?
we might have to, man. We might have to. Yeah, I'll figure something out. Well, I'll keep y'all posted.
Maybe we could do a kind of a watch party.
Yeah, on Thursday. That's an option too. Just watch the game. We would all have to have our own stream up. We wouldn't be able to do like we normally do in the man cave. But yeah, we'll work something out, man. I can try and throw something together to do another kind of free for all format before that time. Yeah, that sounds fun. And look, I appreciate y'all, every single one of y'all, for being on here every Friday, man. You know, this has been a great time, man. Every Friday, set aside some time to hang with the boys, talk Panther football. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Yeah, Jeff says let's do it Thursday. We might do that, man. We might figure out some kind of way to do something. Yeah, what's up?
Cody, who does Ed Reed play for?
All right, man. No, I'm glad you brought this up. I said Ed Reed last Tuesday when mentioning a Hall of Fame Clemson player, and I fucked up. I meant to say Brian Dawkins, which, by the way, is another Hall of Fame player. But yeah, I fucked up. Ed Reed did not go to Clemson. He played at Miami. And I knew that too, man. I get those names confused sometimes, man.
Drinking the tea.
I know, bro. I know. But shout out Brian Dawkins, man. Brian Dawkins is the man.
He was a beast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hall of Famer for a reason, man. All right, well, boys, that is it for another edition of Raw. Last year, coming to you again with another show for the fans, by the fans. Until what's going to be the next time? Yeah, this Sunday, the post-game show. I'll catch y'all later. Keep pounding.
Keep pounding.